Return of the Living Dead.
The dead have risen from the grave.
Mister, there's 100 of those things out there.
How many did you say?
100?
Return of the Living Dead is one of the most infamous zombie flicks. Let's find out why and get spooktacular with spoilers. Okay, so the intro text says the events portrayed in this film are all true. The names are all real, of real people and real organizations. Okay, sure, why not? We get introduced to one of our main guys, Freddy, starting his new job at a medical supply warehouse, and his boss, Frank, is showing him around. And since Frank is what you would call a fun boss, he shows Freddy all the cool stuff they got. Dead bodies, half dogs, and even a secret corpse that was accidentally sent to him by the military. Apparently the situation in Night of the Living Dead was inspired by true events, but they changed a few things for the movie. But it was a chemical spill and they got one of the bodies from the spill. Freddy asks, is it safe?
These things were made by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Alright, that's our inciting incident. Military grade canisters suck. Meanwhile, Freddy's girlfriend and a few punk rockers, there's like 7 in total, I'm not getting into names here. They're waiting for Freddy to get off of work so they chill at the local cemetery. You know, for shits and gigs. Freddy and Frank flip out over the gas getting out and all of the dead things in the warehouse are coming back to life. Frank calls his boss Bert to help out, which he does, but they gotta keep all of this on the down low so the company can still be saved. One of the dead guys in the freezer bursts out and they shove a pickaxe into his head. Doesn't kill him. Huh, they saw him into pieces, and the pieces still wiggle around. Damn, these things are tough to kill. Bert realizes there's a mortuary nearby and his buddy Ernie, Bert and Ernie, his friend Ernie does have a crematorium and they can use that. Honestly, not the worst idea. I mean, if I wanted to spread a deadly pathogen via the weather, this is a solid way to do it. Oh wait, are they not planning on doing that?
Do you think so?
Okay, so the weird yellow body goes up into smoke, which I guess wouldn't have been a bad thing, but it immediately starts to rain and the chemical in the gas mixes with the water and starts making all the dead come to life in the cemetery. Ah, what a drag. And just when the redhead was doing a naked dance, I mean, she is in a cemetery, why wouldn't she rip her clothes off and dance fully nude on a tombstone? I kid, but one of the friends does say, oh, she's ripping her clothes off again. How many times did this bitch literally rip her clothes off and dance naked? I don't mean to assume, but she doesn't strike me as the kind of person who can afford to constantly buy new clothes whenever she's in the mood in public. So she's the first to die by the zombies. I know she technically didn't have sex, but being full nude is just as good of a death sentence as any in a horror movie. Everybody books it to the mortuary and some of the group gets split up. One by one, the group members drop. A few of them just get bit through the skull and are insta-killed, which is pretty gnarly to watch. And every bit of help that comes gets ambushed by the zombies. These things are next level lethal. They are fast, they are smart, and you can't really kill them. They go off of the reanimated rules, like in Reanimator, their whole bodies are alive, so you have to either burn them, melt them, blow them up, put them in a smoothie. Gotta get them gains. So the police try to get a blockade going, but bullets don't do shit, so pretty much all hope is lost. Bert finally calls the military and they immediately nuke the place. Though, it's a small nuke. 20 blocks are destroyed and only 4,000 are dead, but as the news talks about the event, they mention that it's raining. And we get a reused shot to tease a sequel that actually did come to pass. 4 times, actually. Not too bad. So how was the movie? There is plenty of shock value, like how often the redhead is naked. Not to shit on the actress too much, but I am really wondering whose idea was it for her to be naked throughout the whole flick. She just ripped her shirt off, it's not like she ripped her pants off. Could have put those back on. I honestly wonder how those convos go between director and actress. Are you okay being nude? Sure. You okay being nude for 90% of your scenes? Is this a porno? Oh, no, of course not. It's a horror movie, completely different kind of nudity. The movie is surprisingly serious for the most part. Yeah, there is some humor in it, but not quite enough for me to call this like a laugh out loud kind of dark comedy. There are plenty of goofy moments to make this a pretty good time. Give it a watch if you haven't already. And that's a wrap on the 2023 Halloween Marathon. I'll do another vid as a quick breakdown of all the movies watched this season. All thanks to the dozens of people who've watched most of these vids. I even broke into 3 figures on some of these.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. A real.
After the next vid, we are going back to the regular movie or TV show review a week. I may have another little side project in the works going over funny bullshit moments in horror movies, but we shall see. Have a very, very spooky Halloween. And be careful, for there be monsters out tonight.